Perfect.
Oh man!
Got
With
it.
that being said, welcome back, everybody. We are
With that being said, we didn't say nothing yet.
for
We
the,
just
for
hit
the
record. They don't know what we just said.
No, they don't know what it's fine, man. It is what it is. The conversation is a conversation. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. It's been a long, what's it called? A hiatus that we took over the holiday season, and everything else has been going on in the world. But we back. We back.
What the fuck has happened? We can't even recap it. So much that has happened. But right now we're just goofing off, man. Because besides not getting on the camera and on the microphone, Alfred and I really haven't even seen or spoken to each other much, man.
I don't even know if it grew an inch or not, bro. I haven't seen you in. I don't even know how long.
I'm gonna leave it. There was like some low-hanging fruit there that I could. But I'm just like, you know what, man? I'm in my mid-30s. I got to leave those jokes alone.
Yeah. You're like, nah. I'll let it be. I'll let it be.
So, but what were we just talking about that we were laughing at, dude?
Oh man, it's just too many things that we always laugh about, man. We always have some good times.
Yeah, we just talking about how I like to wash my ass with like J-Lo used to do with bottled water.
Oh yeah.
I'm not promoting this by any means. I'm just showing you it's like bottled water.
Yeah.
I have. You're interrupting the show.
Oh man.
So dude, speaking of which, I was gonna tell you. So I've talked about this already, but with some weight loss and all that stuff, and so I drink water. I drink a lot of water. I drink coffee. I drink a lot of coffee too. Not gonna lie, but she's about to bring the apple of my eye. Can you open it? Hold on a second. Thank you for making a cameo. Dude, I drink a lot of sparkling water, and I've been drinking this one like crazy, bro. And if you haven't tried it, I would try it.
Topo Chico. Bro,
it's delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the story, and then I'm gonna tell you how she shat on my spaghetti. No, just kidding. But Topo Chico, bro, it's like what Sprite should taste like, right? It's like you drink a Sprite, you want it to be crisp and a little citrusy, but I end up feeling like I just drink too much sugar, and it's disgusting. So this thing, no sugar, right? It tastes perfect. The one with the lime. The one with the regular, regular water is fine, but the lime is delicious, bro. And so she sent me, my girl sent me this link to a post, and I didn't fact check it. I didn't, go any further to vet the information, but it was like they were talking about like these mineral waters that have certain types of chemicals in them, and of all of the popular mineral waters or sparkling waters, this is the one with the most by far. On a scale from like 1 to 10, this one has like 9 of whatever the fuck it was. But
so you don't even know what it is that makes it.
But it's tasty. Oh my god, it's so good. You crack one open, dude. So since I'm not drinking alcohol, I literally would come home from work, and like any other person might walk to their fridge and open up a beer. I open up one of these little bad boys, dude, and I just drink it. I just go blah blah blah, and I fart, and it feels good, and I know that I'm home. That's when I know that I'm home.
You better be home when you're doing all that, cause you cracking one loose out there in the open.
Frankly, I do it at any time, at any place. However, the severity is a little different. It's definitely not as loud.
You're not risking bowel movement issues.
Well, I thought it was a normal thing. Speaking, we're gonna look. The thing about it's a conversation. It's literally what we call our little project here, our little fun time, Alfred and I. But it's literally a conversation. So Alfred and I, the reason that we're reintroducing you, and since we've been gone for so long, the reason that Alfred and I have always gotten along. We have a connection that we don't really have to say anything. It's because we both like to be goofy as fuck. We're in our mid-30s at this point, and it's still one of those things that, you know, we don't have to impress anybody. We don't have to. We just, that's how we connect. And then when we have conversation, we careen from side to side on topics, and the segue doesn't even make much sense. I hope that you understand it, and I hope you enjoy it.
It's an enjoyable ride. That's what it is,
bro. Because that's how we talk, bro. So what was I trying to get at? Look, and I forget a lot of things too. What was it saying?
That's us creeping up in age when we forget all the things we talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
We talking about the drinks, and you talk about not drinking beer. And talking about not drinking beer, this is where we start segueing from one topic to the other. Talking about drinking beer, I went to Twin Peaks yesterday. Me and my girl went, fuck it, let's make it a little date night, and let's go get ourselves some burgers and some beers, So we get to Twin Peaks.
Hey, time. You sound really low right now, Fred. You sound really low.
Well, I can't get high because I got asthma, so.
Hey.
So yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear me right now. Can y'all hear me?
You sound much better. Cool.
All right.
You were at Twin Peaks.
Yeah, so we went to Twin Peaks, man, and we're there, and everybody's really nice and this. And I don't know how it came to be that me and my girl were there looking at the TV about to watch the Heat game as our food is coming out. And my girl jokingly says, "Are you looking at the girl?" Because I'm looking over her shoulder to a TV, and I'm like, why you got to go ahead and say something like that?
What you mean, girl? It's like going to the zoo and you ask me if I'm looking at the lions. What the fuck?
No. And the thing about it was she was saying it a joking way, but I made her feel like kind of not, how can I say it? Not guilty for joking that way, but kind of like, burn. You're like, is that what you think it is? So I pretend to be like, pissed off. But then I started explaining to her, I'm like,
I'm gonna let you get to the end of the story, but it sounds like you are mentally manipulating your girl, bro. What's going on, Fred?
No. Nothing like that. The thing about it is, and I was explaining this to her, when you go to places like that, you have to realize that you're in an environment where people are, and she was right with what she was saying. Like, a lot of these girls usually dress, skimpy. Because they got to get the attention. And before this, when they were able to show their face, socialize, get the tip, because they work for tip. You know what I'm saying? You don't go there for people to be dressed like Mormons.
I'm just saying I don't endorse whatever he's saying, people. I don't endorse it. I really don't. I'm so serious.
You endorse it. Goodness gracious.
Go on.
Close the door, woman. And I'm telling her that when you go to places like that, a lot of times people are basically, dressed a certain way to get kind of like
you mean in their uniform at Twin Peaks? Their work uniform?
Yeah, like their uniform, but their uniform is a little skimpy, which is like crazy.
I've never actually been there. Is it like a Hooters?
It's the same thing as a Hooters. Hooters, but with a different code of clothes. That's it. But I was telling her, listen, when guys come to these places, is that they need that sense of having beautiful women around them, and it's a morale thing. It makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you come there with a pretty girl and you're surrounded by pretty girls,
I bet.
And that basically boosts everybody's ego up. But that's what it is. They're working for a tip. So sometimes because they can't show their face and socialize, now they have to show a little extra because there's less people inside because of social distancing, and the hours are restricted. So it's like everybody's taking a hit, and people are just trying to make a living.
So then what happened with your girl? What's the issue here?
She was trying to joke with me, and then I ended up having to joke with her, and I kept the joke going. So you know how it is. But it's all good.
No, tell us, Alfred. I want to know what happened. What was the culmination?
No, everything was good. Everything is good. Like
it was good.
Everything is good, man. Listen, sometimes, you can't joke a joker. You know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to play a prank on me, that's one thing. But they got to remember that they got to take it as they dish it. So she wasn't expecting me to joke with her. So I was like, okay. You're my only queen. You're the queen. And then she's like, I know. I'm like, all right. So you want me to talk to her now?
Hey, pero qué clase muera tú tienes, Fred.
Oh yeah, I had to. She wanted the jokes, right? She wanted the jokes. She's gonna get the jokes.
I got Girl, you know I ain't got no castle, but you my queen.
Mhm.
We got cortinas in the room. And a royal ass.
Beautiful
Your
cortina.
bed does look that headboard does look pretty royal. I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks fucking.
It is.
Yo,
Nice.
turn around, show me your face, show them that face. This is a self-made, home cut right here. I don't know, bro. I'm running on fumes, guys. But dude, look at this cut. This guy just did it all by himself. I'm gonna next time that we're on, I'm gonna freshen up the cut because
You gotta let them see yours. Cause listen,
nah, but it's under
I started
high.
cutting my hair when I was young, and then you started cutting your hair not so long ago, and
Not long ago at all.
you had the style too for it.
I've been doing pretty good, bro. And the thing about it is that I actually it's odd the way that this happened. So when I decided to start cutting my hair, it obviously was because of pandemic and some barbershops weren't even open. Excuse me. And even when they started opening again, I was just like, I don't know about this, dude. Like, how many heads are gonna sit in that chair? I don't care what barbicide you're using and what spray you're disinfecting the clippers with.
Bug spray.
It was odd because I had been searching, or ironic because I had been searching for a barber for years, dude. I just could not find the one that would just get it right. You know what I mean? And then I finally, came around. I knew about this guy. His name is Marty, by the way. He's an excellent barber. He's at the Cut VIP, so you should Google that here in Coral Gables. That's a little plug right there for my guy. But excellent barber, dude, and I was enjoying it. I was going there every single week, and I was paying, obviously, and dropping my tip and stuff like that. And I was paying almost $200 a month because of the tip. It's not that the guy was, like ripping me off or anything. He has a reasonably priced barbershop. It's very competitively priced. But whatever, dude. But right when I felt comfortable, I was like, cool, bro, this guy knows how to cut the hair. This shit happens, and it is what it is. This is obviously by far very minuscule in the problems that we faced. But I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna make the first thing I did, the only clippers that we had here was this little wall peanut. Like a peanut, if you're familiar with clippers and whatever, if you're a guy and you do home grooming, it's this little thing. It's pretty strong for the size of it, but whatever, you do it for edging. And so it has a couple of guards. So what I did was I just put a guard and I would try to just buzz the hair because it was getting long, it was getting annoying. And bro, let me tell you, we had one of these Zoom calls like we were all having at some point. And one of my boys goes, yo, what's up with that G.I. Jane haircut you just gave yourself, bro? Because it was not pretty, dude. It was buzzed, but it was just kind of like staticky. Excuse me. And it just, it didn't work out, but at least it was sort of short. And I thought about Alfred. I thought about, Danny, another friend of Alfred and ours, from forever, one of my best friends. And he also cuts his hair very well. He also cuts hair pretty good too. And so I was like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. And I literally bought a little middling clipper, bro. Not a big deal. But I was like, I'm not going to buy the boss. I'm not going to buy the Andis Master yet until, because I don't know if I'm going to suck and I'm just going to regret it and now have an expensive piece that I'll probably end up giving an offer and I'll tell them, give me 10 free haircuts and then you can keep the clipper. That's which I'll interject, Fred. Don't you remember back in the day, I would give you sneakers and I would just be like, just give me some haircuts.
Yeah.
I remember T-Mac, I had a pair of black and red.
Rice and random objects around the house. Here's his lantern.
Hey, do you need you need a tomato plant, dog? Cause I need a haircut. You look kind of skinny. You could probably eat a tomato. This thing.
I got a couple of spoons and forks here. Just waiting.
Yo, I got some nice underwear. I used it a couple times, but it's nice.
I could use that lineup too. So yeah.
I needed it, bro. I'm telling you, Alfred's really good. Alfred's talented as fuck, dude. You guys, Alfred, you should honestly I don't know if you have a picture of your work from back in the day, but attention to detail is good. But long story short, I cut my hair. The first time I did it, I did it. Bro, it took me like 3 hours. Why? Because I didn't want to rush it and do a bad job and be traumatized. I just took forever.
You didn't want to hear that.
Bombs. Yeah. Oh no. Before I pass anything, I make sure I use the highest guard. I make no mistakes. Now I know my machine, so I know what it's gonna do. But Hey, let me tell you, it's become a hobby. I love cutting my own hair, dude. I have a little setup.
Now the trick is you got to cut my hair so I can go ahead and give you the stamp of approval because I haven't got a haircut from you yet.
Here's the thing: I'm not making any claims that I can cut somebody else's hair. I'll
Fine,
do
bro.
it.
Listen, hair
I'll
grows
have a great
back,
time
man.
doing it. In fact, I think I might learn something from you, so we can definitely do that. You heard it here first, folks. I'm about to cut Alfred's hair. Look, how about this? I'll cut your hair, and then you have to go. We have to do a podcast with you debuting your new look, courtesy of.
Oh, okay. We could do that. We could do that.
I don't want any edits.
I gotta let it grow. I gotta let it grow.
You can't edit it. I don't care if you see a line and you can be like, let me fix. No, I want the real uncut Jay special on the camera, and then you cut my hair. How about that?
I like that.
Cool.
I'm gonna let it grow out.
I just finessed Alfred to give me a haircut, baby. What's up, bro? Get that boy cucarachas, dog. He's gonna hook me up. Cucarachas.
I don't even know if people know what the cucarachas are. Cucarachas is a little.
It's when your barber's not paying attention and he fucking hits you with that 0 where you had a 3.
I gotta grab their hair and put some.
a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Love it. Take a look. Yo.
Don't move too much.
What else? Yo, so this is being filmed on the night of the 19th, which means tomorrow is January 20th, which means we have a president about to take office, dude. We're not gonna get political like we have before, bro, but fuck, bro, it feels like a little bit of a breath of fresh air. Not gonna lie. Feels kind of good.
You know what it feels like? You and me have had friends that we used to go clubbing when we were young. And that person just had a different level of partying that they can get to. No matter how much you stay up all night, party, that person had an extra gear. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
And that's kind of like what we've been in the last 4 years with that one friend that didn't know when to call it quits and head home. And you're like, bro, my liver can't take this shit no more, man. I can't take no more nights not sleeping. This party is like, I need a little boring president. I need some dude to come in, just take care of business.
Yeah.
Everybody right. Come together. Let's move forward. Let's get that.
I see where you're going with that analogy, but this presidency is not like being at a club with a friend that just parties.
That motherfucking friend got the fire. You just knocking motherfuckers out of the club. This is like
being somewhere I didn't want to go with the person I like the least in the world. So, dude, don't you remember that one time we wound up at this club on 36th Street? What's it called, bro?
Boulevard.
La Boulevard. And you knew what this place was about when you pull up. It's already on 36th Street, which now if you go far enough east, then you might, be in a good spot.
Yeah, it's like our district.
Yeah, but back in the day, we weren't that far east anyway. This was like, bro, the club shared a parking lot at a building with a discount auto parts.
That's true.
Do I have to say anything else? Do I have to add to that?
Yeah, that club was in the middle of the hood. So
to say the least, bro, it was the hood. The hood.
It had some of the worst. What's it called? It had some of the worst.
Bro, you walk in there and all of a sudden, all you do is smell the thick. I wouldn't even call it a scent. I'm not gonna call it an odor. I'm not trying to distract people, but fuck, bro, of just hairspray, sweat, just like
new box symbolism.
You smell motor oil from the fucking store next door, and you can't even get into dancing in there because you're just afraid that something's just gonna you're gonna hear a weird sound that you're gonna have to run for your life or something like that. So
somebody gonna bump into somebody. What you say, what you do, fuck you.
Hey, fuck! Hey, you just stepped on my shoes, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, you stepped on my Timberlands, man.
Bro, dude, you can say 1,000 sorries there, and you're still gonna get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah, and I think that same night that we went, there was a shootout. And we ended up. We took off so fast. We didn't even see who got hit. We didn't even know if we got hit. Like,
I don't even think no, I think if we left before that incident, thank God.
I know we left before that incident because I heard them shits and I heard my friends say, "Hey, listen, some shit went down. Y'all still in the club? We gone.
We gotta go.
We gotta go, man. We ain't about that life.
You hear that? About that time." Yo, so tell us what's going on in your life, dog. How's the puppy? I remember.
Man, she's getting big, man. We just had her neutered, and she's
how's she doing?
She had to wear the cone of shame for like 2 weeks.
Don't call it that. It has a better name. It's called an Elizabeth collar.
Yeah, she was looking like a Queen Elizabeth. She would walk around all saggy the first couple of days, gloomy. She didn't even want to eat the first couple of days.
How's she doing now?
Oh, she's good. She's back to being her wild self, and we love her that way.
Okay, so what? I mean, obviously you did the right thing. We all know that. But what was your reasoning?
I mean, we don't want to put her through that. You know what I'm saying? Through not just the menstrual cycles, but if she were to get a litter, then she would get depressed if we had to give up the litter. You know what I'm saying? And it was just too much. We're like, we just want to have her. Like we made that decision right out the gate when we first so
no, honestly, I think it's the best thing, dude.
There's a lot of dogs out there right now that need homes. We're not gonna go ahead and take up their spot. They're at shelters and waiting. Just we felt that we wanted just to have her, and we wanted just to take care of her as the only dog that we're gonna have. So it was like, that's it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I believe in it, man, because even if it doesn't necessarily cause any problems, which in most cases it will, it's just a more comfortable life. Do you remember I had a Rottweiler named Tara? This was years ago.
I used to love Tara, man.
Yeah, she was a great, super sweet Rottweiler. Anybody ever, have any apprehension or any kind of maybe misinformed thoughts? These are the best dogs, dude. Just probably like pit bulls too. I never had one of those, but dude, sweetest dog ever. But she wasn't fixed. She actually had a litter of puppies. We did that, my dad and actually not really a friend, more like an acquaintance that was experienced in breeding, and she gave birth to beautiful puppies. I have to say that. But and she was actually, it was beautiful to see that because she was a pretty cool mom, and we let her have she had her puppies with her for a good amount of time, actually, like about I want to say like 4 months, and then I kept one, but dude, she was awesome. I remember when and I'll come back to the benefits of neutering, but dude, I remember it was Christmas Eve, and she was ready to burst, dude. And we had it like set up, her little shoe. My dad built a huge doghouse prior to getting Tara, I think. And so we set it up, but we put the little blankets and the hay and stuff like that. And when we were waiting for it to happen, and she wasn't showing any signs. So it was Christmas Eve, we're all at the house, and my dad opens the door to check on her. And when he sees her, she's just standing in front of the door, and she was thin, bro, not rail thin, but in comparison to the giant pregnant belly that she had, completely rail thin, bro. And when we finally go outside, we're like, oh my God, she gave birth. Bro, she handled everything on her own. When we go and we checked on the puppies, it was like, bro, it was like somebody was there helping her, bro. Like she did it on her own, but they were all in line, clean. The placenta was off already, and I didn't know anything about the biological, realities there. But I remember the guy that owned the sire, which is the male dog, the father of the puppies. He came over and he's like, yeah, no, you know what she did, right? So she pulled them out, or they came out of her womb, and she opened up the bag, or the placenta. She ate the placenta because there was no placenta to be found anywhere. She obviously cleaned her puppies, and he goes, there's no way to be certain about this. If one had been born stillborn, or had she deemed it incredibly weak? And obviously, if I'm wrong about this, and I'm wrong about this, but this is what he had mentioned. He goes, it wouldn't be out of the question for her to maybe have eaten one. Not that was the case, because I think that when we took her, all the times that we would take her to the vet to follow up on the pregnancy, we were guessing about anywhere between 5 to 8 puppies in the litter, and she had 7. But he's like, yeah, a lot of the times, when they give birth to, stillborns and stuff like that, or dogs that, puppies that they think are just definitely not going to survive or whatever, they take it into their hands to do that. And the reason they do that is for many reasons, for the survival of the rest of the litter, for, for a puppy like that not to die and then, fester and attract other kinds of animals to come and eat. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But just seeing that happen with no help whatsoever, and then obviously we provided all the help in the world. But dude, and it was pretty cool, man. That was actually a really cool process, because I was there every single day, just being there to help my dog that I fucking loved, and it was actually it turned out to be kind of sad, because when it was time to give away all the dogs, we found several pretty cool places for them to go to. 2 of them ended up in like Alabama. Wow. Yeah. But the thing was that I kept a male, beautiful dog, and about maybe 2 or 3 months into it, he was starting to be such a cool dog, had a great personality, and it turns out that he ended up having a very weird, rare blood disorder that was basically terminal, and he was like very lethargic. He wasn't moving. He was and within like 2 days, he died. That sucked, because I was like, it's gonna be my buddy for the next 10, 15 years. But Tara, fast forward, we didn't neuter her after that, and that was a big mistake. Not because the subsequent years after that, they were all healthy. She was a happy dog, family dog, all that stuff. But when she died, she was like pretty riddled. She developed tumors. At an older age, Rottweilers live about, from 10 to about 15 years, 15 years being obviously very, the high end. She died at 12 years old, so it was a good run with Tara. But yeah, she was riddled, and I think a lot of that could have been maybe avoided had her reproductive organs been removed at some point. That was good for her. One thing that was super annoying, I remember when she would have her menstrual cycles, bro. Dude, dogs from miles and blocks away would wind up smelling her through the door of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they were just like finding a way to try to get into the house. We would find dogs in, because we had a gate right around the house. We'd find dogs in our guard, in the front yard, the side of the house, the backyard.
It's impossible, bro. Gosh.
Well, they were like, I smell something's cooking, baby. What you got cooking there, girl? And I was like, nah, people, bro, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah,
not gonna happen. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So your dog's doing good.
Yeah, she's back to normal. She's got her appetite back because she's a lot bigger now. She's getting up there now. She's 7 months. She's eating a lot more, meaning when she eats a lot more, she's very freaking smart, man. Like I'm telling you, like dogs are, especially dogs like her that she has, she's half King Cavalier, half Poodle. And because she's half poodle, poodles are extremely smart, so they pick up things like quick.
And have you guys trained her? Like what?
No, we're gonna take her to some classes to go, take a little school.
Like a boarding school where you'll leave her there, or you're gonna just take her?
No, like actually it's like a couple week course that they do, and you take them. They show you how to train all the dogs, and you gotta go spend a couple hours.
Have you done any of the training yourself though? Have you actually tried to like house train her?
Yeah, like I potty trained her. I taught her sit, stay. She knows me as dad, mom. You know, go to mom. She'll go straight to her. Like if I'm busy, and she has a ball in her mouth, she wants to play, and she'll be at me like, "Oh, come on." I tell her go to mom, so she'll go straight to mom. Basically, they'll tell her, "Hey, here's a ball. Like dad sent me over here. Was good." So
Your
she's
problem now.
extremely smart. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. Man,
We took her also. We took her to the dog park for the first time a couple weeks ago to socialize with other dogs. We want to make sure she's not, you know, antisocial.
Not an Uber.
Yeah. So she went. She had a ball. She had a blast. And yeah, man. So I love dogs, man. I love cats. I love a lot of animals. I've had fish, cats, turtles. Damn, what haven't I had?
As long as you didn't have the fish and the cat at the same time, because
I did.
How'd that end up?
Nah, it was good. It was good.
The fish ate the cat. You know, it is what it is.
At first, the cat was like,
yeah.
I'm like, no, don't do that. And then it stopped. It was
It
all good after that.
Yo, my girl and I straight up suffer, bro, every single day. It's ridiculous because, you know, it's a bit of a hassle to have animals where we currently live. And you might say, well, why don't you get the fuck out of there, go somewhere that is pet friendly? And, you know, at this point, you know, to make a decision just based off of having pets is kind of a foolish one sometimes, or anytime. But yeah, we live in a place that's not pet friendly, bro. It sucks because, you know, we love animals, bro. We see fucking dogs, cats, wherever the fuck, we're like, you know, like, you know, like, we're just like, yo, we're old, you know, like, let us fucking chill. It's just
you guys go to like the dog park with no dog. You're like,
oh, that's just sad. No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
They're like, oh wow, which is yours? Walk away. Just walk away.
Died 3 years ago. Yours might be mine pretty soon. You see me running around with a fucking dog out of the fucking dog. Getting bit in the arm the whole time. The motherfucker don't want to go.
Stop biting.
Go. That shit, you see a fucking, what do you call it, a Toyota just peeling out of the fucking tropical park.
And it's only the front tires.
Oh my God.
There they go.
Damn, don't do that with a bad battery or you got a bad axle. You know,
my God. Your car will stay put.
In the meantime, the dog's biting you in the interior of the car. Just kank, right there in the back of the head. What are you gonna do? That's what happens when you try to steal a Rottweiler.
I'm not gonna steal no Rottweiler. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So what else, man? What else has been up with you, man? Besides, you know, just life in general, man. I mean,
my brother, dude, chill. You know, we V and I went to, you know, a little getaway, not too long, just a couple days. We went to Savannah, Georgia, and we also went to, on the way back down, you know, I think it's something that all Floridians should see. Really, I guess anybody in the country, but it's you know, mostly people that have it close by, especially which was St. Augustine.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, it's one of the oldest places in Florida.
It's actually the oldest continuously inhabited European, mind you, settlement, not native, obviously. In America. So obviously we know it's very well documented. And I think it's growing more, the fact that there was people here before Europeans, but yeah, no, but it's interesting because you get there and they have a very, very well preserved like a fort, like the ones that you see in Puerto Rico or in Cuba. I'm not sure, does the Dominican Republic have like one of those type of forts? Yeah, so it's cool to see because it's like,
yeah, man,
you look at it and it's pretty imposing. In pictures, they don't really look as large as they actually are. Like, and you go and you see them, and just I like looking at things that I know are super old, right? And so that, you know, it has that quality. We didn't spend enough time in St. Augustine, but I will say this: Savannah's definitely worth going to check out. It's one of those like places that you don't have to spend a terrible amount of time at. You can probably like get a good sense of Savannah in like 2 days, bro.
I love Savannah. Like I've been past Savannah because I used to live in Atlanta, and I used to go to
They're not too
Athens, Georgia,
close to each other.
no, Atlanta's very different from Savannah. But when you're passing through, you see the city, and you're like, it's very nice.
It's very cool, bro. I really enjoyed the fact that it's got history, obviously some interesting nonetheless, but not great. It's got a lot of it's
Confederate.
got history. And it's funny when you take the tours, they don't mention it in a way that it's like matter of fact, but they won't highlight it. Like they'll talk about, for example, because it's a port town, so they'll talk about how like a lot of the buildings there are from the 17 or 1600s. When that area was started to get, starting to be colonized, and they're like, oh yeah, these are old cotton warehouses. I was like, motherfucker, you guys are selling slaves here, bro. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, cotton warehouses. Who was responsible?
Who's the one working on that cotton warehouse?
Working in the damn cotton fields, bro. Like, or you're like right here in the damn port of the damn shit, right off of the Atlantic Ocean. Shut up. Just like mention it, like mention it. But whatever. I digress.
Yeah.
Beautiful place, bro. Cool thing about it, that's where they filmed the one of the scenes, or not one of the most recurring theme or scene in Forrest Gump, at the bus stop.
When he runs out?
No, when I think so. I wasn't able to confirm that, but like when he's talking to the lady at the bus stop and he's got the chocolate and he's basically telling her the story of his life. But that place where he runs out, right? That long ass driveway. V and I actually went to go see a place that I thought was that. It's a place called Wormslow Historic Site. And so Wormslow Historic Site is like probably I think the oldest house. It's a ruin now, but it was like one of the oldest houses in that settlement for a long, but whatever. But it's a cool drive because it's incredibly long. It's like, I feel like it's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles, but it's a private driveway because the descendants of the person that lived in that land live right off of it. It's a private house, so you can't go see that house. It's like a plantation, so what they did there too. Yeah, but it's, bro, the nature side of it. What's cool about Georgia is that Georgia in the coast is flat, but it's still woodsy. Bro, it's really cool. It was nice. It was very relaxing. But definitely recommend Savannah, Georgia. Recommendation.
Yeah. Listen, we have a couple plans still in play to travel this year, but right now, looking at the news and everything still going on, I don't think it's a safe bet for us to leave the country until
no.
It's good. Look, in my country, we were thinking about going back to DR this year. You know what I'm saying, and spend the summer over there. But they have lockdowns over there, and
really?
Like at 12 o'clock noon, you got to be inside your house, and you can't even outside and throw away the garbage.
What?
So the thing about it is like I'm locked up over here, you know what I'm saying, working. Why am I gonna go to vacation over there and not be able to go and check out all the cool spots?
Wait, but let me ask you this: are the all-inclusives or those resorts, are those still operating?
That's the thing; they are operating, and that's why I'm like, it's a little bit shit. But I don't want to stay in the resort because I've done that. I'm saying I've done that plenty of times. The resorts and all that. That's cool.
Yeah, but it's not legit.
Yeah, it's not like the real experience. You know what I'm saying? That you can go zip lining in the middle of the country. You can go horseback riding. You can go to the cool spots. They call it la bañaderas. There's like this natural springs that they have over there in different spots of the island. So it's like you can't really enjoy it. So it's like, why am I gonna, I just waste time but money. You know what I'm saying? I would love to come back when things are open again. So yeah.
Well, that's part of the reason why V and I decided to do something like Savannah, maybe like a little bit of St. Augustine.
St. Augustine seems pretty cool, man. I mean, I would like to go and check that out.
It's honestly, it's not a day trip where you can just drive up and come back down. I would not recommend that because it's northern Florida, so it is a
Yeah.
drive. It's not. So you have to stay there at least a night. You drive up. It's gonna take you about 5 hours to get to St. Augustine. So you're gonna get to St.
I
Augustine.
will say this about St. Augustine. My girl, she loves ghost videos and all these ghost channels. She loves that shit. Like, so she already told me if we go anywhere, you know what I'm saying, I want to stay at the most haunted hotel or house that we can find wherever we go. I'm like, so me knowing about St. Augustine, I'm like, I'm pretty sure they have to have like some stories over there.
Bruh, we took one in Savannah, and I had never done a ghost trip or
You
a
did?
ghost tour. We did a ghost tour because
Why
okay,
haven't
so
we done one, bro? Come on, man.
here's the thing. With you, it would be worth it because it would be funny. Because here's the thing. It's the same reason why I don't watch horror films.
Got an air.
No, air. Bro, tipo este getting lost in translation, bro.
Oh shit.
This guy keeps saying an air. Why? Because it's actually called I got a cramp because this guy was eating erotic fruit before we got on this damn call.
Oh Lord, man.
This guy was eating a fire. I got it to myself. Let me tell you what Alfred was doing. Alfred literally had
Oh my god.
of fruit I've ever seen. It looked like a Rubik's cube of a fucking watermelon. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Jay?" Well, bro, he could barely even chew. So, and then he gets a cramp, and he calls it an air. Well, that's what we call getting lost in translation, because in Spanish you say "cogió un aire."
I got air.
Air stuck in your gut. So he called it an air. That was really funny.
Yeah, that shit fucking hurt, man. Then I got it on both sides, so I'm like, I got several airs.
Oh, I got multiple airs.
Multiple airs up there.
I got a variety of airs stuck in my ribs.
But you know what?
Ghost tours ain't worth it though.
Hey, listen. I think we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna take a little trip to a haunted house and stay over the night.
I got an
Now,
idea.
listen. We're gonna go ahead and record this and post this up and see what people think.
I got an idea.
Enjoy our little experience.
Alfred, myself, and our ladies, we're gonna go a place that's very easy to go to right now. It's a local place. I don't drink. I don't think you drink very much. So the bars, it might be a little bit boring, so we might have to think of something else to do. Key West, bro. Key West has a lot of ghost tours. Now, again, let me be the Debbie Downer here for a second. The ghost tour, while it was fun for my girl and I to step out at night in Savannah and just like, hop on a trolley and, whatever, do the thing, there was nothing compelling about this tour. There was nothing compelling. Like the stories, you hear some stories, and it was just literally, had I paid, because we paid, it was a package deal. We paid for the trolley tour, the hop on, hop off in the daytime. And then for the, for a deal, you got to just come back at night and take the night tour. Bro, I wanted to see somebody feel a little breeze here, a little tickle. Bro, we literally just
put up somebody's neck, like.
Bro, we got to this house, a beautiful house, by the way, which is
you
great.
found that shit, yeah.
I wish, dog. Bro, drop a little water on me or something.
No, man.
Bro, if somebody
wait till we go, man. I got you.
Not one person even said, ooh, not even that.
I got you, bro. I got you, man. You're gonna have a good time.
But I will say this: it was fun, regardless, because you're with your lady, you're doing something fun like that. And again, back to Savannah, the fucking architecture is awesome, bro. And they got some of these really badass, like mansion type things in like the little middle of the city and stuff like that. And one of them happens to be on the tour because it's haunted. So we got to go into that house, and it's pretty preserved from that time. Badass. But no ghosts.
No ghosts.
We did something scarier in the middle of the day, that same day. And we just like walked through like the cemetery that was there in the middle of the city. And people treat it like a park. It's like people, and I don't like walking through cemeteries, but it was interesting because it's such an old place that when you walk through, you read the gravestones, and it's like people buried in like 1670 or like 17 pre-revolutionary times. I'm like, yo, that's pretty crazy.
A lot of old history there, huh?
A lot of old bones, baby.
All right, so it's a done deal. We're gonna go ahead. We got a couple things coming up in the next couple episodes that hopefully they're gonna go ahead and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? First, we're gonna go ahead and try the haircuts. See how that goes. Because I know I trust you, bro. I trust you. I know you ain't gonna go ahead and give me
I know how to cut my own hair. Your hair, we'll see.
It's fine, man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. Hair grows back, man.
The people will be the witness regardless of the result. So
yeah, man. I mean, shoot. You know what I'm saying? You only live once. You gotta go ahead and give it a go. Look at that.
That's a home cut. That's not even fresh. I got hair growing already.
Man, you good, man. Look at that.
Not complaining.
Let them know, bro. You got that Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I got my bato on.
Got that going, man.
Got the alpargatas.
Shit.
Yeah, bro. Hey, this was fun, man. Happy to do it. I'm happy that we got back on, bro. We keep saying it every time. You know, we gotta continue with this. Let's hope that this is a start of something nice and consistent.
Yes, sir. As complicated as not just scheduling, but everything else is, we appreciate everybody for coming back and listening to our crazy ass stories.